Okay, so this is going to be my first ever how-to video. We will be shortening an Atlas snap switch. And I want to start off with a gripe here because apparently I must have got a thrown away switch, turnout, as I'm missing that. And I don't know if you can see this or not. Ooh, all up in the business there. This rail is not sitting right. It's over elevated and it's crooked. $20 wasted. All right. So we will start with moving this. As you can see, it's already kind of on the opposite side. I already had to move it because I had to make sure my measurements were right. All right, for that, you need one of these, flathead screwdriver. Now, to get these to let loose, you just get up underneath it, like such. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it just pops down. And then you get underneath this one. And sometimes you get that. It's better if you just put it over top. I'm on a struggle bus and that broke loose again. So I ain't got to hold back on this. I'll do this a little bit more gingerly, but this one's already kind of wrecked. Not by me. It was like it when I got it out of the package. So then just pop that up like that. See if I can get it a little bit more centered here. And just pop that out. And it falls right down. And you can just rotate it back. Kind of put it in position. And you lock it back in. Good as new. Now, for shortening these, you get your ends here. Go back 1, 2. And you want to cut directly in front of this tie right here. This one. So I guess you could say the third full tie back you cut flush in front of. To do that, there's many ways to do that. You got your old school handsaw, a Dremel, which I don't know where mine is. I couldn't find it. For these rail nippers, great investment. So you're going to go. It's kind of hard to do this. Get in front, just like such. Make sure you're good and flush, like so. And just like that. Go over here to the other side. Make sure it's good and level. Then and send it flying. Like such. Now what I normally do is I'll come in and I'll cut all this out, then slide the end ties over top of it. And that is how I cut my turnouts to fit. Let's see if I can find an end tie here. Okay, so now I have end ties that will go on the turnout. Now I left out a small section here. You take a razor blade, you just cut it right across, right here. And what you do then is, of course, I'm leaving out a part, but we'll get to that here in a second. Slide your end ties on, and it's ready for couplers. It's ready for joiners. I don't know why I'm on couplers tonight. But before you get to that point, before you can even do any joiners, you have to file the ends. And Make sure it's good and clean. Oh, I done lost my pin ties. Now, get ready for your end ties, which I probably need to clean this section up right here because it's a little rough. As you can see, it's kind of got like a little gap in it, but for the purposes, it works. But I will say that I will most likely be buying my turnouts secondhand, because if this is the quality of the new stuff in the box, I'm not wasting $18 on this ever again. That's kind of a letdown, but we'll voice out our gripes and complaints later. But that is how you can flip this. Just in case you got track that's too close on this side, you can always put it on this side. I have a couple that I've already done that to on this layout build. And I have quite a few, especially on my yard tracks with these. With the shortened ones, because I mean, you look at that, I mean, you're shaving an inch, maybe a little bit more, off of it. And when you're doing small layouts, inches matter a lot. So when you can save it, save it. So that's what I do. Yard tracks are made of it. My loadout tracks are made of it. All shortened turnouts. And they work perfectly good. They serve the purpose. They save my space. And it also kind of helps to keep your yard leads closer together, because you're pushing the next turnout for your ladder or whatever have you that much closer to one another. And that's all that I can cover on this. That's just how I do my turnouts.